How do you adjust the back leveling legs of a Speed Queen washer slash?
Is your Speed Queen washer top or front loading? How old is it?
It is a top loading. Model on 432 SP113 TW04.
How long has this been going on with your Speed Queen washer? What have you tried so far?
Just discovered the problem about an hour ago. The plumber had to install a new drain line about 2 weeks ago. We have used the washer for the past 2 weeks. I sold, delivered and did minor repair work about 40 years ago. I pulled the washer out using my appliance dolly and noticed that the front legs have a nut that tightens up to the bottom of the washer, but the back 2 legs do not and they seem to float.
Anything else we should know to help you best?
I have had this washer for a couple of years now. This one replaces a Maytag washer that the front of the cabinet was held on with 2 screws at the bottom of the front panel. I do not see an easy way to open the cabinet and see how the rear leveling legs work.
Hello, this is Mark. I'll be assisting you today. Ignore the phone call request pop-ups, unless you want a phone call. Those are automatically sent by the site, not me. You will see them pop up. If you do not want a phone call, ignore them. That is not a valid model number, as in I'm not finding it anywhere as valid. I can try to assist without the model number, but that just means I cannot look up the model diagram to know what I'm dealing with.
Trying to figure out how the rear legs work. I took a photo of the model number in the lid of my washer.
On some older style washers, the rear leveling legs work by tipping the washer forward so that the rear legs lift up and then they automatically level themselves. Then you tip it back down. The entire time you tip it forward, you let it ride on the front legs. If you sent the photo, it didn't work. Smartphones don't send photos well though, this site, just so you know. Let me know if tipping it forward worked for leveling the back legs.
No, it did not. It seems like the left rear leg is the problem. When I got behind the washer and tipped it forward, it seemed like both rear legs are free floating while the front legs have lock nuts. I did not try to send the photo, because I'm not sure how to do that with my phone. I took the photo so I could sit at my computer and enter the correct information.
Yes. They are supposed to be free floating and that you level them by doing as I mentioned. The rear legs could be hung up and not auto-leveling. That is how they are designed initially, to self-level by tipping forward as mentioned. You will want to pull the washer out and tip forward to inspect the legs to see why they are not self-leveling. Well, that model number is showing up anywhere as valid. Double check it, please.
I rechecked the number on 432 SP113 TW04.
Not coming up. You want to inspect the rear living legs as I suggested.
I did it again, tilting it forward and setting it back down, but the left rear side is still setting lower than the right rear.
That might be because the front is not leveled. You want to check the front leveling legs to make sure they are absolutely level. Then reset the rear legs, they self-level, so if the front legs are not leveled first, then the rear will not be level.
I will go check that. I am using a torpedo level that is magnetic to check with.
Okay. Sounds good.
That seemed to work. The right front leg was longer than the left. I set both the same and tilted the machine forward and set it back down. The level shows both the front and the back to now be level. Thank you for your assistance. Ross.
Happy to help out. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask. I'd be more than happy to answer any other questions or clarify anything for you. Doesn't affect what you pay at all, just whether or not the site pays me for my time. You can give your rating by selecting one of the 5 stars located on the top right of the question page. Have a great day. How to rate, https://www.justanswer.com/help/how do I rate answer.
Okay, will do. It will be 5-star.
Thanks so much. Have a great rest of the day.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/ythi.